Hello everybody, and today is August 2nd, 2008. Welcome to Enjoy the Movies, where I now put in my 2 cents about movies. Now, ever since I quit the job at Blockbuster, I haven't been watching a lot of movies, so I'm going to talk about a couple today, one of which is called BatmanGothamKnight, and the other one is obviously The Dark Knight. So, alright, let's just jump right in. Now, for those of you who haven't seen Batman Begins, I watched that again shortly after I watched Dark Knight. And just seeing how good Batman Begins is compared to all of the older Batmans, I feel that, A, it takes a lot more, how do I say this? It has a lot more loyalty to the comic book, as I feel that I don't think the comic book is presented in a way so that it's whimsical or subtly funny or sarcastic in any way. Like if you've ever seen the original Batman TV show with Adam West or anything like that, that doesn't feel like how Batman should be to me. Also, if you've ever seen the old Batman movies, so you know Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, those are pretty much just action movies, and I don't feel like they necessarily are truly reflective of the Batman universe, but they do have a lot of just the Batman characters interacting with each other just for whatever reason. So, alright, anyway, so let's just talk about Batman Gotham Knight. Now, if you haven't heard of this, it's pretty much a straight-to-DVD series of short animated films, or clips, or not even clips, but they're pretty much short stories about Batman. And I didn't actually know this until earlier because I was just reading the IMDb entry, but apparently this short collection of animations was supposed to bridge the gap between Batman Begins and Dark Knight, and basically how Batman got from, you know, the end of Begins to the beginning of Dark Knight. And I watched all of these, and I actually thought overall it was pretty good. Now, as you watch through all the little animated shorts, each one is done in a different style, some of which are more abstract, so some of them are, you know, blurry, really stylistic. I think it works well for whatever the story was. But it's pretty much just, if you have an appreciation for animation, it's good to watch. If you like anime, there's, I think, 3 or 4 of them that are done in like various different anime styles. A couple of them look similar, but the animation is actually pretty high quality. I actually liked it a lot. I thought it was pretty good. If you're a huge fan of Batman, it's probably worth a watch anyway, just because it's Batman related, and it was intended to be chronologically related to the new movies. So, anyway, Batman Begins, as I said, pretty much it ends in a way where I think it sets up for other things to happen, but there was nothing really specific, so I feel like Gotham Knight kind of did somewhat fill that gap. Maybe not in the best possible way, because I felt like maybe a full-fledged film or one, you know, cohesive storyline would have done that better, but that's okay. So, alright, and that's Batman Gotham Knight. So, now the big thing, Dark Knight, if you didn't notice, it's one of the first movies, actually I think it's the first movie without Batman in the title that is actually a Batman movie. So Dark Knight it's pretty unique in that respect. It's slightly long. I thought there were a couple parts where they could have cut it and it probably would have been decent, but I suppose they're trying to build up this atmosphere, so it was okay in that respect. Overall, I liked Dark Knight a lot. I definitely recommend. I really enjoyed it. Now, for those of you who don't know the rough premise, it's pretty much Batman taking care of Gotham City, and all of a sudden the Joker comes out of nowhere because a lot of the mob bosses are concerned about the state of the politicians, the police force, and people standing up to the mob bosses. So they end up allying with the Joker, and he wreaks havoc on Gotham City. So there's the primary plot. If you know that Heath Ledger plays the Joker, I thought he did an excellent acting job. And it's there. I saw this Facebook group earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday. Somebody invited me to it, and it was supposed to be this group advocating for the posthumous, Academy Award for Heath Ledger for the Joker and Batman. So I thought that was amusing. Anyway, besides that, I definitely enjoyed watching Dark Knight. There was a handful of good action scenes. Character development was pretty good. There's a couple of issues I had with, I guess, some of the continuity errors. They're all small, so I don't think it's really such a huge thing, but if you're a really huge stickler for that, if you watch closely, you can catch a couple of them. And what else? Dark Knight. Like Spider-Man 3, I feel that Dark Knight dealt with two villains. If you didn't know that Two-Face happens to show up in this movie, well, it's pretty much the origin story of Two-Face. So I'm not going to try to give any spoilers about those, but just considering the fact that I guess the second villain isn't completely a villain, and it plays along with the dark side of the Batman universe, I definitely think it had its own place. So that was definitely fine. So overall, I give Batman Gotham Knight thumbs up. Don't watch it if you don't like animation, but if you're a huge Batman fan, you should definitely watch it anyway. And Dark Knight, definitely huge thumbs up. Definitely worth a watch. Have to watch it. It's very good. The one thing I do want to say about it is apparently there was special filming of it for IMAX. I was actually intending on going to watch it at the IMAX theater, but for the first weekend it was completely sold out, and I didn't bother going this weekend. So anyway, maybe sometime soon, because I'm sure Dark Knight's going to be in the theater for a while. It's doing ridiculously well. It opened up, I think it was like the 13th largest opening weekend ever. But I know it was the largest opening for this particular weekend, so it pretty much broke that record. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So anyway, Dark Knight, definitely worth a watch. Great, definitely recommend. Have to watch it in the theater because it's one of those movies. I know a lot of people went to watch it like multiple times, so that's why I think that's why the box office is getting a lot of repeat revenue. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you're a huge fan of Batman, definitely go watch those. And have a nice night. Enjoy the movies.